everyone. Good morning. Happy Tuesday to you all. Today, we're talking about consistency. And I'm telling you guys, consistency is key in like everything in parenting, in life. Things that we do or we decide we're going to do or we make goals to do, we need to stay consistent at. So that's what we're talking about today. But first, before we get started, let me introduce myself. I'm Celia Kibler. I am the founder of Pumped Up Parenting, Fun Fit Family Fitness, and the International Day of Calm. I am also the author of Raising Happy Toddlers. I wrote this book as a manual for you guys. You know how people always say kids don't come with a manual? Well, now they do. And it's in English or Spanish. My three children's books are all about me. I am grateful, and being different is fun. I am the mommy of 5 kids. 2 I gave birth to, 3 I gained through marriage, and I have 9 grandchildren. I have been successfully parenting a blended marriage now for 27 years, and I have been a parent for 40 years, as my daughter just turned 40 the other day. So I bring to you lots of experience, been working with parents and kids for over 40 years. But today we're going to put a big puzzle piece into the puzzle that leads to family harmony, because that's what I do. I'm on a mission to stop a million parents from yelling at their kids. And I give you guys strategies and techniques that you need to stop the generational cycles of dysfunction and abuse and start creating childhoods that everyone can blossom from. So if you're joining me here live, please say hello or give StreamYard permission to use your name. And if you're on the replay, hashtag after party. Thank you for joining either way. And I hope you get some value from this and get some ideas that you can take into consideration right now. So welcome. Let's start talking about consistency, because I'm telling you, family harmony is like a big puzzle. And there are all these puzzle pieces that need to fit into the puzzle in order to create that family harmony. It's not just one band-aid, one tip. But consistency is a bigger piece in this puzzle, because everything you try, everything you attempt, if you don't stick to it and you're not consistent with it, it's not going to work. When I talk to parents, they'll always say, well, I've tried everything. You could not have tried everything. Well, let me put it this way. You may have tried everything, but did you stay consistent with it? Did you actually stick with it till it was successful? Schedules, routines, those need to be in place in your home. And then the parents will say to me, oh, well, routines never work for me. They don't work. Well, let me clue you in. They work for everybody. You just have to stay consistent, and they're golden for your children. You want your children to get in more independent, be able to do things on their own. You need routines in place, morning routines, afternoon routines, after school routines, evening routines, bedtime routines. They prepare us for good sleep. They need to be in place. Schedules. You want to break a habit? You have to stay consistent. Consistency is key. So, how do you become more consistent? Well, number one, you learn what you don't know. We don't know what we don't know. So, how do we know it? We learn it. So, reach out, watch videos, things like this that I put on social media and many other coaches around the world put on. Read books, learn what you need to know. You want to become more consistent? You have to start being intentional about doing the thing you want to become more consistent with every day. Your phone is equipped with a schedule and alarms and timers. They're valuable to stay consistent with. I wouldn't be able to do half the things I do and be on time for them if I didn't have alarms set in my phone. I have ADD. I tend to be very distracted very easily. But these things, these schedules, lists, alarms, they keep me on task, and they will keep you on task, and they will keep your child on task. Another key ingredient is to never give up. The reason things aren't working is you've tried everything, but you tried it and then you gave up when at the first sign of failure. Well, this didn't work. I just read something about somebody trying stickers with potty training. And they're like, "Yo, but my son took all the stickers and he put them all around the house. So the sticker chart didn't work." Well, how about the stickers not be where your son can pick them up and take them off and stick them all around the house? Those stickers are only used for the sticker chart. You have to plan things out and you have to stick with them. Because something failed doesn't mean it cannot be successful. Failure is not the opposite of success, it is part of success. Let me say that again. Failure is not the opposite of success, it is part of success. It is a valuable part of success. Mistakes, valuable parts of learning and planning and actually achieving. They're the bumps in the road that we need to pause and review and plan again. They're not brick walls. They're bumps you get to go over. If a brick wall appears, it's your job to climb over it, go around it, or knock it down. Don't let it stop you. If there is a goal you want in place, keep staying consistent with it. Be persistent. Think of when a toddler learns to walk. Do we knock that kid down the first time he falls and goes, "Oh, you're terrible at this. Stop it. You're just terrible." No, we encourage it. We take their little hands. We walk them along. We cheer them on. We move their body so they can take a step. And then when they do it, it's like a party. Why? Because we stayed consistent with helping them learn how to walk. We stayed persistent with it. They kept doing it because we gave them the confidence to do it. And then they achieved it. Same for you. Think of that toddler. If you're about to give up, think of that toddler learning to walk and say, "No, well, wait. If I give up, it could be tomorrow that comes true." Don't give up at the first sign of failure. Remember, those are stepping stones. They're what you're trying to lead up to, and failure's a part of it. Mistakes are a part of it. When Thomas Edison created the light bulb, he had what some people call 1,000 failures. They weren't failures. When he was asked, they said, "I discovered 1,000 ways not to make a light bulb." He didn't consider them mistakes. He didn't consider them failures. He considered them stepping stones to what he wanted to achieve. And 1,000 tries, most of us would have not stuck with it that long. But he did. And thank goodness he did, because we have electricity today and all the wonderful things that come from electricity. You need to give yourself time to form a habit. If you're trying to create a new routine for you or for your child, or you're trying to say you decided that I'm starting to exercise 15 minutes a day, you have to give time to form that habit. And it's been proven that it's a lot more time than we think. For a long time, people thought it was 21 days to form a habit. It's been proven that it's actually 66. So don't give up and be like, "Nothing's going to work here." Give yourself time and take baby steps. If you look at a ladder, and you look at all its little rungs, there's little steps, right, to get to the top. There's not a 6-foot step and then another 6-foot step. You'd never make it there. How would you get there? Little baby steps. Same with your children. If you're getting them to achieve something or to build a skill, give them the time necessary to do it. Give them a lot of support and practice. Don't do it for them. And let them master the skill. It goes for them as much as it goes for you. Consistency is key in everything you do. And just because something didn't work out the first time doesn't mean it's not going to work out the 5th time or the 6th time. Keep going. If you've gotten good advice that something may work out, go for it. Don't just give up. Don't quit because, oh, somebody said this would work, but clearly the other 300 people who said it would never work, they're right. Because look, here it is. I've tried it for a week and it didn't work. Don't be a quitter. Stay persistent, stay consistent, and you will have success. The only thing that's guaranteed is doing nothing. If you do nothing, it's guaranteed to result in nothing. Stay persistent, stay consistent with your children, changing habits, learning new habits, getting into routines, getting into schedules, setting up limits and boundaries, creating choices for your kids. Stick with it. It all works. And all of those puzzle pieces, when they're put together correctly and they're consistently on the table, they lead to family harmony. So I hope this helped. I hope this helped you think about that consistency element that you may not be doing or you may not be so great at. We all have our strengths and the things that we're not so strong at. So let's take consistency and start making that one of your strengths. You got to exercise that consistency muscle to make it stronger and stronger. Start with one action today. If yesterday you said this isn't going to work, then today, after hearing this, say, I'm going to try this again. And let me know how it goes. Okay. All right. And reach out. If you need me, I'm here for help. Thank you for being here. I'm grateful for you joining me. I'm grateful for you sharing this out to someone who needs the help. You're absolutely so welcome. I'm glad you're going to remember this, put it in the back of your head. Okay, if it didn't work out, I'm going to keep trying because eventually it will. You may wind up figuring out a whole new path to get there, but it'll work out if you stay consistent with it. And you give your children permission to also stay consistent with what they're trying to do. All right, guys. As always, I wish you days filled with peace, love, tons of laughter. Really is the best medicine. And I'll see you here next time. Pumped Up Parenting and Around the Web. Bye-bye, everyone.